I found something that might make you cringe, but if you like looking at old stuff, you're in the right place. This is my favorite flea market where I find everything vintage and antique you could possibly be looking for, and I always find great prices here. People are bringing out the crystal again, and I love every minute of it. And crystal bookends, timeless. Hand-painted glass compote, painted with fruit of all things. I love fruit. It's not quite in perfect condition. It's got some little chips, so I'm passing on it. You really have to check painted glass pieces very carefully because the small little paint chips that are missing can be very hard to see. Antique coffee grinder. These are so much fun. Cutest thing for a kitchen. Can grind the coffee beans and then the grounds come out right here. So cute. Vintage lighters are so hot right now. The chicest way to light candles. So cute. How cute is this little clock? So excited to see these, but they are super gross. Do you know what they are? They're called hair receivers. Oh, there's two more on the back of the table too. In Victorian times, they would deposit their hair that they collected from their brushes into these, into that little hole on the top. I know, I warned you it was gross. I still want one. Not for my hair, obviously. I want to use them to hold cotton balls on my vanity table because they're just so pretty. Don't look at me like that. It's clean now. These are hand painted. Everything was so beautiful and decorative back then. Even things with really disgusting purposes like hair receivers. They would make pads, like little rat's nests for their hair. We use something different now, but same idea. It's where it came from. And ball them up and it would add some volume. They used hair for a lot of things. You got to give it to the Victorians. They were very resourceful. Waste not, want not. The only way Murano glass could possibly get more amazing is if you turned it into a giant Murano glass sculpture. That's what this is. And that whole table is full of Murano glass. It looks absolutely breathtaking in the sunlight. Quick detour here because I spotted a whole bunch of things we haven't seen.
I think I'm going to move them into a different container.
There's hand-painted figurines, amber glass dogs, and Wedgwood, of course. Couldn't just walk past that. Had to check that out. Such cute stuff. I just had to check the price on these. That was imperative. Because obviously I'm on a dog figurine kick and it's not stopping anytime soon. There's just so much stuff here and it's so easy to miss things, especially because it's literally everywhere. You got to look up, look down, look all around. I mean, if you don't look at the ground, you're missing half of the stuff, and there's even free stuff here. Some of the best stuff is on the ground. A lot of times the art is on the ground. Like these boxes, a lot of times there's boxes on the ground, big boxes, and they're full of things for maybe $5 or a couple dollars sometimes. And you just gotta sit down. I just sit down on the ground and go through them. It's a little bit harder to do with one hand, but... Oh, and that guy is looking at me funny, so perhaps these are not those kind of boxes. Okay, I think this is stuff the vendor hasn't put out yet. All right, we're going to walk away. Oopsie. I'm definitely coming back when he puts that stuff out, though, later.
Hi, good morning.
Are you Instagramming?
No face, sorry, YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah.
you could tag me.
Okay, I got your sign.
Actually, I hate this. And then also, like, it's so rusty. Isn't it cute? Yeah. I had a bunch of them, and he's my last little guy. I think he's cool with the bubble lid. I don't usually see those. Kind of a clear base one, though.
How do you use your silver in your home? I've seen it on social media, all over the place. People using it in their bathrooms, on their vanities. Where is your silver right now?
Okay, well.
What is this blue called on these glasses? It's so striking. If you're doing the art wall of old photos thing, check this out for 20 bucks. Down to the vintage frame. So pretty. I might have seen these out here before, actually. Vintage Fire King casserole dishes, and they look hand painted. I love them. I know some of you are never going to speak to me again, but I would take these over Pyrex any day. Okay, so I have to know, how important is art to you on a scale from 1 to 10? Because to me, it's about the most important thing there is. Original art, preferably signed. Unsigned is okay too, but it's a non-negotiable for me. I think it makes all the difference. I find most of mine at thrift stores and here at this flea market. If I had kids at home, I would buy this right now. Gotta check out these frames. I'm thoroughly obsessed with vintage and antique frames. And this furniture, too. I am wondering if we're going to see a lot more of this Asian-style furniture because it just fits, right? The dark wood is coming back, the brass. It all fits kind of seamlessly. It's just very well thought out, well planned furniture. Did you happen to see the layout in one of those big interior design magazines? I can't remember which one, Vogue or AD or Veranda, Architectural Digest. I'm not sure which one, but they had these large dog figurines mounted on the wall, on this red wall, and they were vintage. It was incredible. I've been obsessed and looking for them ever since. Figurines are being used to elevate rooms, and it is just so much fun. I love that people are collecting them again. This one's not as cute as I want particularly, but something like it. I'm just keeping my eye out for anything that I think is adorable. Look at the ruffles on this Murano art glass. Nice. I love the way it tapers at the bottom. It looks like it defies gravity. Like, how is it even standing? And the pastel colors are moi.
Pink blush bowl from the 30s.
It's gorgeous.
I just love. There's one sale you went to up there in Auburn or somewhere where they had all that fantastic stuff, and I'm like, oh my god,
Wasn't that the craziest thing you've ever seen?
it was so cool.
That
I wish
was-
I could have went. That made me so jealous.
It was the best yard sale I've ever been to in my life, by far. I've never seen anything like it before or since.
I've never seen one like that.
No, and the guy was from Texas,
Yeah.
and his
Money, they have money.
yes, his wife said, "Get this stuff out of here."
Does she want to do shopping again?
No, he was the collector, not her.
Oh.
That was so funny.
Wow.
And I would have, it was during stay-at-home time and masks and all of that, so I couldn't even find someone to help me. I would have taken everything.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. They've got lots of good stuff over there too.
Oh yeah, they've got a good booth. Yours is great too, though.
You gotta scan around and go, you people missed this deal, they're packing up.
Yeah, I know. What time are you closing up today?
Probably around 2:30 because we gotta go all the way to Cali.
In Nevada? Wow.
You do good. You get a picture of so much.
Thank you. I try.
Some people don't. They just kind of skip over stuff.
These plates would be gorgeous in a plate wall, wouldn't they? The more plates I see, the more I rethink the plate wall I've been working on. I'm really thinking about starting from scratch.
I kind of like to show everything that I can and give people more of an idea of what it's like to be there. Like we're kind of shopping together, you know what I mean? And I don't know exactly what people are going to want to see, so I try to just show as much of everything as I can, and then kind of say what kind of stuff I like or yeah.
Did you spot the Jack in the Pulpit? Jack in the Pulpit was very popular during the Art Nouveau period. Tiffany did Jack in the Pulpit. If you want to see more, you can check out the next video. You can hit subscribe or go to my channel and binge watch till your heart's content. Thank you for coming along with me, and I'll see you in the next one.